Well, good day, Michael here. Today I'm going to do a revisit of some cut tests, namely on these two knives. The Kershaw Camp 5 is the first one that we will be doing a cut test on the new rope. And this particular knife is from AliExpress. We think it's a Kershaw knife. It makes sense that they've just flogged some excess out cheap. I can't see why you would do a fake knife like this of a Chinese knife that looks exactly the same. It's possible. It's possible they've flogged it off with a different steel. It's supposed to be D2, so we're going to test that and see how it performs. If it's D2, it should be 70 to 100 cuts, you would imagine. And the second knife that we're going to test is the Ruike, or the Ruike, however you want to say it. The Jager f18. So we're going to test that, and that's in 14C28N. So we're going to put the two knives up against each other to see how they fare. Again, this one is well done 14C, and it should get around the 80 to 100 cuts, hopefully, of the new rope. Remembering that the Beluga got 100 cuts. So that's what we're competing against. And if this one got anywhere near 100 cuts, I'll be pretty happy. If it gets 70, it's pretty good. And I just wanted to show you something too while we're here, because this is the no-name DC53 knife, but when you compare it, it's quite similar to the Ruike knife. So have a look at those two. Obviously the Ruike knife has got this wedge up the top here, whereas the DC53 one hasn't, but size-wise, they are very similar. The Ruike's just a slightly bit longer, the handles are about the same, the cutout's about the same. This one's got a little bit more sculptured shape and it's a little bit thicker. And in my opinion, it feels a little bit better in the hand, but very similar in profiles, both with the shoulder up the top. This one's got a 90-degree edge, which is better for things like scraping fat wood and stuff. This one's a very rounded edge, and so you don't have that option with the fire stick or scraping any wood start fires. So there we go. I'll just put that away because we're not testing that today. That one got was it 40 or 50 cuts? I'd have to check, revise that one, somewhere around that figure anyway. So we'll start off with this one. I'll probably do the full cut test on that, and then I'll get up to the same on that, and I'll edit the video, come back to it, just so you don't have to go through the process of all that rope cutting and fast forward in it. So let's see now how the Kershaw goes up against the Ruike knife. So 10 cuts, and then we shall test it. We better test to see if they're sharp enough for the test. Actually, I should have done that before with this one. Oh yeah, that's quite good, quite sharp. And that one's not quite as sharp. No, it's not too bad. It'll do the test. I'll put that one back in its case. And let's get going. Edge is good, I can't see any glittering. quite like the shape of this one, but it's also rounded and it's not going to scrape anything either, but it's quite a nice shape and it's a bit wider. It's more like a buoy kind of configuration there with a drop point coming down and rising up there, which is the buoy shape. So there's 10 cuts with the Kershaw. And let's just check that out, cut test, see how we went. Probably not the best paper. In the world. I'm seeing a little bit of wear there, maybe it's dirty. Yeah, there is a little bit of wear. Not real impressed with that one. Let's try a cleaner piece of paper. Well, I've been stopping it on that in the past, to be honest. I thought it was going to do better. It really is getting hung up. Well, that's disappointing. Only just, I'd probably get another 10 cuts out of it. But really, it's not looking good for Kershaw. So I don't think that's D2. What I think they've done is they've got some cheaper steel in and they've just used the same machine and everything else to produce a cheaper version but on a different steel. I don't think that's D2. There's no way D2 would be failing so early, and that's definitely failing. Let's just try this one again. Make sure it's not the paper. So it's not the paper. All right, we'll come back to that one. It has done better in previous tests, so I'm not sure what's going on there. We shall do some cuts on this and just see what's going on. This paper has kind of been out in the moisture in that, so whether that's having an effect, that would be wishful thinking. I don't know. Let's do 10 on this one. Righto, there's 10. It's a 17 to 20 degree edge on that one. Same with the Camp 5. Now I may need to resharpen this one because I don't know if it's been on a previous test, because it's actually hanging up as well. It's not bad then. Oh no, it's just dirty. So I probably do need to redo that one. I'll be back. Hello, welcome back. So what I've done is I've resharpened both these knives and I've done 20 cuts of the rope on both. And yes, this rake knife is not doing as well as I wanted. Anyway, a little bit disappointing because I know they can do a lot better. So it's just ever slight hang up. Just one little blemish right there. That one's all right. Maybe it's the paper. And that's the Kershaw. So we'll keep going. But something's up with this rake and I can't see it. So I don't know what's going on there. Keep going with this one, then we'll do the Camp. So 20 cuts. It's not looking good. It's not even feeling that good. $1,500 grit too, by the way. It's 30. And let's see what it's doing. I think it's on its last legs. Is that, if I go fast enough, it's cutting through. But if we go really slow, seems to be all right. I'll have to race across and get more paper in a sec. Yeah, just a little grab there. Look at that. One's all right. It is grabby. Right there. And I can see actually where the edge has taken a hit. So I'm probably going to have to stop this on 30. And that's all right. That wasn't. Yeah. Alright, I have to stop that one there because I can see it and it's just, it'll cut sometimes. And other times it's hanging there. So, to be fair, I'm going to call it on 30 for that one. Disappointing really for how much I paid for that one. And let's go on to the camp. She's done 20 cuts. Right, so that's 30 for the Kershaw. So I don't know why it did so horribly the first time, but we'll see what it's doing now. Right, so it's showing some wear, but it's cutting through quite comfortably, not having an issue. On the other hand, that one's the one that's hanging up. Oh, maybe I'm just getting unlucky with these production knives. Anyway, that's 30 and still going all right. So Christian, I've sent you a little sample of this rope so you can compare it. That's another 10. Which brings it up to 40. And let's have a look. Feels like it's tearing. That's all right. I think it's all right on 40. Yeah. So it's now exceeded the Ruike. So that's now, I keep throwing away my bits of paper I'm writing on. So that's 50 now. Hopefully I've got that right. And let's see. Definitely showing some signs of wear. Is it too much wear though? don't have it on 50, I believe. I'm going to go get some new paper, so I'll be right back. Righto, so I've got some more paper and it's cutting, but there is a slight bit of wear and a little bit of a nick in that corner, but it's mostly cutting through. A bit hard to test because the paper kind of bends in the wind out here. Yeah, so it's mostly cutting. There is a slight what am I on? 50 cuts. I'll just do 10 more just to make sure. Misty. No. No, Papa. Here you go. Okay, I can't even see there's that much glare. I hope the video is working. Let's do another 10. That'll definitely finish it. Should bring it up to 60. Alright, that's 60. I'm pretty sure it's going to be finished. Yeah. Yeah, you can feel it grabbing there. So 50 or 60, no more. It's catching, it's worn. And I can see it glittering on the edge, so it's definitely worn. And to be honest, I think, see, that cut's all right. Yeah, it's catching. Call it 55, but probably 50. See, that one's now cutting a bit better. Yeah, just ever so slight. All right, that's it. It's certainly not breaking any records, that one, unfortunately. I was hoping it would, but it's not. This one did a lot better, but the first time it failed pretty badly. So there you go, happy days.